Hold it right there. State your business in Rivet City. Yeah? Let me guess. No, she's not expecting you. But it's really important, and you need to see her right away. Been a lot of that going around lately, and I've had just about enough of it. So you're going to have to do better than that. Fine, just don't bother her. She's real busy, what with all her work. She's up in the science lab. We're the safest, most secure city in the Wasteland. Nothing can get in here without our say-so. Carry on, then.
Everything looks okay here.
Test tube jockeys can assist me. For the most...
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here? You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same. You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there. I see. So you decided to leave one of the safest places in the Wasteland, even though it was in your best interest to stay. Sounds familiar. Well, I'm afraid your father is no longer here. Well, I don't know where he is. The last I knew, he was going back to the old lab. Now, will you kindly leave? I have work to do. It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone. Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavors, or you're chasing after him. I'm sorry. I suppose I can spare a few stim packs. It's not much, but it might make things easier for you. Good luck finding your father.
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been over this. We don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't care. This lab is dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctors work with water... You there! What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire? To the point. I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property. You'll be searching for an android. Do you know what an android is? No, I imagine you don't. All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. Not in the Commonwealth. I'm talking about artificial persons that think and feel and do what we program them to. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off. Isn't it quite clear? You are to locate my android. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it. How quaint! Of course you'll be rewarded. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends. Excellent! Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that. Of course you do.
More?
The sooner you find my Like I said, I suspect he's had facial reconstruction and possibly even a mind wipe. Search the offices of doctors or techies for android information. If he's come into contact with these people, there may be records. Start with Dr. Preston. He lives on this leaky boat. See if he knows anything. He's a doctor, after all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy trying to ignore my surroundings. Of course you do.
Morning. There was some sort of battle in the city yesterday. Guard said the That's why I'm glad I'm in.
Any trouble in this area?
You're in the Rivet City Clinic. I'm Dr. Preston. That old story? Well, now, I haven't heard talk of that in quite some time. It was all just a rumor, a hoax, someone's idea of a practical joke. Story was there was an android, escaped from the Commonwealth up north, from someplace called the Institute. There was a holotape that got circulated. I think I've got a copy of it. Yeah, here it is. Give it a listen. That's a man's voice. Hoax for sure. Sure thing. A pleasure doing business with you. Take care of yourself.
Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man.
It's locked for a reason.
I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning.
This here is Flack and
I
Shrapnel's
used to
gun
think
shop.
that's what caused the runaways
Pretty catchy,
too.
huh? Take a look
But I
around
know better
if you see
now.
it.
Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshaling the Retention Bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance.
Another set. No problem. If you need more ideas.
Howdy, I'm Seagrave. I've got a little bit. Another satisfied customer. Shh! They might be listening. Commonwealth has tried to make it out to be a hoax, but the escaped android is real, I tell you. Listen to this holotape. It will make you a believer, too. See you later.
Have a seat anywhere. Someone will be with you.
Decided to check out. No. If you need.
If you're listening to this recording, it is because you're believed to be trustworthy. I hope that is the case, because this recording puts us both in danger. I'm escaping from the Commonwealth. I'm an android, a synthetic man, a slave. The men hunting me are ruthless and will stop at nothing to retrieve their property. I need to find a doctor in the Wasteland to perform facial reconstruction. I also need someone who knows a great deal about computers. I need to have my memories erased and my face altered to look like someone else.
The path you're on has the potential to ruin a man's life. Is that what you really want? Listen to me. I'm involved with a movement that has dedicated itself to saving these runaway androids. I can't let you interfere with that work. Fine. Blow me off. Live in denial. But take this. It's an internal component from the very android you're searching for. Don't ask how I obtained it. If you change your mind, if you decide you want to help, present the component to Dr. Zimmer in Rivet City. Tell him the android is dead, and that was on the corpse. He'll believe you. He'll go back to the Commonwealth, and you'll have saved a man's life.
Oh boy, I'm hungry.
Remember that secret android project I told you about? Well, they got some serious pre-war tech on their hands. They nabbed a lipoplasticator and a microdermal graptolizer for the facial reconstruction. Not sure where they'll find a chopper with enough skills to use it without making him look like a freaking ghoul. Oh, and get this. Can you believe they found a circuit neuralizer? That or someone built one. Word is that they're going to completely rewire the brain of one of those things. If you know who they got working on this, let me know.
Well,
I want to meet the guy.
If it isn't the little villain from the vault, we've been looking for you. Someone's put quite a price on your head. What? You think you can walk around the wasteland doing the evil that you do, and there isn't going to be someone who takes notice? And now it's time for you to die. Ha! I love it when they go down fighting. Over here! Ah!
Welcome, welcome. My name... You bear the look... Yes. Have a look. See if anything calls out to you. Give me a shout if you need any...
Now try and hide from that!
Someone help me!
time! Now try and hide! James! I smell your... Damn it! Wait! Little...
That batch of tests was inconclusive, but Madison and I are convinced it's a problem with the secondary filtration system. We're going to recalibrate the equipment and try again tomorrow, so that... James, please. I'm trying to work. Now's not the time. So that's the next step. Assuming we get the results we need, we'll move on to... James! Stop! I need to finish these notes.
There you are!
We'll move on to diagnosing the issues with the radiation dampeners. That should... Ow! James! Now? We really shouldn't.
Well, here we are again. Project Purity and me. It's been close to 20 years since my last entry, as I left all of this behind to make a life for my son. We've spent that time in Vault 101, tucked away from the rest of the world. It wasn't perfect, but it was safe, and that's all I could have hoped for. Now my son is a grown man, handsome, intelligent, confident, just like his old man. And as hard as it was to admit it, he doesn't need his daddy anymore. So here I am, back where it all began. Project Purity. God, we wanted to change the world. We really thought the waters of life could be a reality. And that's why this is a momentous occasion. Because even after 19 years, I still believe it. Project Purity can and will be operational. This is just the beginning. This is day 2 of my attempt to resurrect this project. I've got one of the portable fusion generators up and running, but it's just enough to power the emergency lighting and a couple of other systems. That will serve for now, but I'll need help powering up the mainframe. Time to visit Madison at Rivet City. I spoke with Dr. Lee Madison at Rivet City. It went about as well as I expected. That is to say, she thinks I'm completely mad. How can I blame her? She's got her own life, her own team, and is making real, tangible scientific progress. Here I come again, the very paragon of failure and false promises. But the reality is, I need Madison and whatever scientific team she may have assembled. I can't do this myself. Project Purity is bigger than me. It always was. And without Catherine... God, I can't let this die. Not again. Not like this. Even in Vault 101, my work on Project Purity never really stopped. Soon after we arrived, my nightly routine included sneaking into the restricted areas, searching for, I don't know, whatever I could find. It was a Vault-Tec facility, after all. The place was built with some of the most advanced technology this country had ever developed. Those excursions never turned up anything particularly useful. So, one night, after half a bottle of scotch, I broke into the overseer's office. It was easy enough to hack his console, gain access to the restricted files. Most of it was garbage. Propaganda, spy reports, just plain rambling bullshit, really. But there was one thing, one name that stood out amongst all the others. Dr. Stanislav Braun. I knew of Braun's work, of course. He was a celebrity in his day, Vault-Tec's sorcerer scientist, leaving his peers in awe of his technological wizardry. But it was in Vault 101 that night in the Overseer's office I first learned of Braun's involvement in Vault-Tec's Social Preservation Program and his work on something called GEC, the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. To be honest, the GEC sounded like pure fantasy, even for someone of Braun's capabilities. It was nothing short of a miracle. A terraforming module capable of producing life from complete lifelessness. But not only was this thing a reality, it was actually distributed to several vaults to be used after an atomic war. Vault 101 was, sadly, not on that list. I did some digging and discovered Braun's name on the reservation list for a Vault 112. And no slouch, but this man, he could have easily succeeded where I failed. Does his collected knowledge remain within the halls of Vault 112? Journals, holotapes, computer records, maybe even experiments. If I could gain access to just a fraction of Braun's genius, Project Purity would become a reality. I'm off to Vault 112 to search for anything of Braun's that might help me get this purifier up and running. All I know is that it's west of some place called Evergreen Mills, and it's well hidden in some sort of garage. But I'll find it. I have to. It's so close, but that's the story of Project Purity, isn't it? An eternity of almost theirs. Let's see if Braun has the missing puzzle piece.
Commence attack. Failure. Bird.
Welcome to Vault 112, resident. According to sensors, you have arrived 202.3 years behind schedule. Please redress in your Vault Tech issued vault suit before proceeding. Once dressed, please proceed down the stairs to the main floor so that you may enter your assigned Tranquility Lounger. Please dress in your Vault 112 suit. Remove all other articles of clothing to prevent damage to the equipment. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hi there, sport. Beautiful day, isn't it? Say, you should go talk to Betty. She's waiting for you over on the playground. Have fun, sport.
Oh, someone new to play with. What good luck I have lately. I was just starting to get bored. Oh, we're going to have so much fun. I'm Betty. I live here on Tranquility Lane. Want to play a game? I knew you would. It's a really simple game. All you have to do is make Timmy Newsbum cry. You can? I guess we'll see. Huh. Good luck. Hi there, I'm Timmy. Wanna play? What? Did I do something bad? No, not my mommy and daddy, no. Yay, I knew you could do it.
Perhaps not the most inventive approach, but persuasion can be quite powerful. Well done. And for winning the game, you get a prize. You get to ask one question and receive an honest answer. An interesting choice. Certainly not what I had anticipated. Simply put, you leave when I say so. This place is under my control and I dictate the terms. If I decide to let you go, you may go. An excellent question. Timmy was easy and therefore boring. I desire some real entertainment. The Rockwells are the picture of a happy marriage. Change that. Split them up without killing either of them.
If you can do that, I'll have a good laugh and then we'll talk some more.
Well, hi there.
It's that Martha Simpson, isn't it? I knew it! That's it! I've had enough of Roger's lies and bullshit!
Day, isn't it?
So, you have achieved your goal. I was hoping for something a bit more dramatic, but persuasion appears to be your strong suit. And at least you are cooperative, unlike your father. I was most disappointed when he refused to participate, yet still expected something from me. I am pleased to see I'm not the only one being entertained. You're far more agreeable than your father. If you wish for more, then so be it. But let's raise the stakes a bit this time. I'd like you to kill Mabel Henderson. But do be creative about it. Beating her to death just won't suffice. Put some effort into it.
Music to my ears.
Well, hi there. Say, Martha. Mabel, I meant to ask you, have you seen the new Wobble catalog? Good day to you. Bye-bye.
You don't belong here. You're not supposed to be here. It's not real, none of it. It needs to end. The suffering must end. You're the only one who can end it. You must end it, don't you see? You're the only one who can disable the fail-safe. You need to know the truth. Otherwise, he'll suck you in just like all the others. Beware.
Good day. Good day.
Ah, good. I found you.
I'm out of here! I'm out of here!
Do stand still.
This is hopeless!
Poor Mabel, killed by her own robot. I suspect she never saw that coming.
You are most resourceful, and you certainly do get results. You have exceeded my expectations. And now we come to the last task that I have for you. Succeed, and you shall be granted whatever you wish. I think you'll find that I have been quite honest with you thus far. You have no discernible reason to mistrust me. In the doghouse, out behind the abandoned home, are a mask and knife. Don the mask and become the pint-sized slasher. Use the knife to eliminate all the residents of Tranquility Lane. I thought you might find it amusing. It draws upon an old urban legend, a story told over campfires many years ago. The residents have all heard the story, and will fear you. Go forth, and make me proud!
The pint-sized slasher! Someone help me! Oh God, help!
No, please. Get up. Ah!
Run! It's the pint-sized slasher! Oh, God!
There's nothing here.
Oh, God! Help! Help! Oh.
Run! It's the pipe! Whatever it was, I guess it's gone now.
Oh. Help! Help! No, please, get away! Rah! Ah!
Well, most enjoyable. Most enjoyable indeed. I haven't felt this exhilarated in years.
I had a distinct impression you enjoyed yourself. We are alike, you and I. Now, you asked for the means to leave Tranquility Lane, and so I grant it to you. The door is open.
You are, of course, welcome to stay a bit longer if you like.
Son, you've saved me. I was afraid I'd be trapped in there forever. It's so good to see you, but what are you doing here? Well, I didn't expect Dr. Braun to be alive and insane. I thought I'd just find notes or holotapes. I needed information about Braun and his work on the Gek. Yes, absolutely. We need to get back to Rivet City. I've got to tell Madison that I have it. After all these years, I finally have the key to making Project Purity a reality. Yes, what about you? Why in fact are you outside the vault at all? I don't even want to know how you got out. As much as I appreciate your help, you were supposed to stay there, to make a life for yourself there, not out here. Is that so? You're 19 years old. Are you so sure you know what you want from life already? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I suspect there's no going back for either of us. We'll just have to forge on ahead, won't we? That's my boy. Let's hurry. Now that I know what we need, I want to get back to work as soon as possible. Of course, son. What's on your mind? I wanted you to be safe. I didn't want this for you. A life out here in this godforsaken war zone. I couldn't tell you what I was doing because I didn't want you following me. A plan which clearly was not as successful as I imagined it would be. Oh, my son. If only you could have known how much it meant to her. She believed in the work we were doing and was so determined to see it through. She gave up so much for this project. We all did, and I don't want that to have been for nothing. I hope that you can understand why I've done the things that I've done. The last thing I want is to lose my son. It started as an idea, really. Remember the Bible passage your mother loves so much? Free, clean water for everyone. What a difference it could make in the lives of everyone here in the wastes. Over time, that idea took the form of a purifier. Not like the one in the vault, though. This one was gigantic. capable of purifying millions of gallons of water at once. We used the old Jefferson Memorial for the location, right on DC's tidal basin. Someday soon I hope you'll see it work. In the year before you were born, things became difficult. There had always been something of a mutant problem in the city, but it became worse. They attacked more frequently and more aggressively. Support for the project eroded as time went on. When we couldn't produce any significant results, progress came to a halt. And then you were born. Your mother and I had talked about what to do when that time came, but then we lost her, and I had to make a decision. I chose to leave. From what I understand, things happened quickly after that. It became too dangerous for the others to stay, and so the project was abandoned. Dr. Lee and her team left for what became Rivet City, and Project Purity has sat waiting ever since. I understand that you have reason to question a good many things I've told you over the years. But your mother... I've never lied to you about what happened. Not once. She died giving birth to you. It was a difficult time. She was so eager to meet you, to make a place for you in the world. If nothing else, please believe that she loved you very much. The vault you grew up in had its own water purification system. Clean water was never a worry. Out here, things are different. Water out here is never clean, and almost always irradiated. It's barely able to sustain any kind of normal life. If we can change that, humanity has a real chance at rebuilding, starting over. Be careful, my son.